Elenin is in the Bible. Okay, as we look at this NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory illustration, we see that Elenin will be aligned with the Earth and the Sun on September 24th or 25th. Okay, well, let's compare the size and the density of these different masses. Elenin is 16 times the diameter of the Earth and 100 times more dense. This is a significant source of gravitational pull. As it approaches that alignment, you'll have both the gravity of Elenin and the Sun pulling on the same side of the Earth, causing significant stress on the Earth's crust, causing a tremendous earthquake. And if we look at the Bible, the first sign is there was a great earthquake. And then immediately thereafter, we see the sun became black and the moon became as blood. So the sun's light is blocked out, and then there's a partial blockage of the light to the moon. And so it became red, as you see in most lunar eclipses. Lastly, we see what appears to be a large meteor shower. Now, during the alignment, while the Earth is in the shadow of Elenin, it of course will block out all the light. So the earthquake will start, the light will be blocked out during the earthquake, during that alignment, and will continue for some time while the moon is partially obscured. And we look back, and it shows, okay, first is an earthquake, then the sun's light's blocked out, the moon becomes red, and then lastly we see what appears to be stars falling from the heavens, which would represent a meteor shower. And so there it is, Revelations 6:12. So here we have the tribulation period coming very quickly. So on September 26th, we see an earthquake, then darkness, and afterwards a meteor shower. And shortly thereafter, the presence of such a strong gravitational force, I believe, will cause the sun to emit a solar flare towards the Earth, since Elenin will be following closely to our side. And in the Bible it says, a third part of the trees was burnt up, and all the green grass was burnt up. And then on October 15th, Elenin will be at its closest point to the Earth of only 0.232 AU. Elenin will be over 21 times closer than it was during the Japanese earthquake on March 11th. Gravity is inversely proportional to the square of the distance, which means that gravity will be over 400 times greater than experienced during the Japanese earthquake. That's 400 times. And make a note, during that entire period, we will have a gravitational pull of over 100 times greater. And then November 3rd, the Earth enters the tail of Elenin, which is pulling asteroids and debris behind it. Presently, NASA is tracking an asteroid in the tail of Elenin for a near miss of the Earth on November 9th. And in the Bible, it mentions a great mountain burning with fire, cast into the sea, and then a second asteroid as a burning lamp also falling into the sea. So here we have two asteroids. And just imagine for a moment, it's September, suddenly there's a tremendous worldwide earthquake. Millions and millions are killed in that moment. The sun goes out in the middle of the day while the earth shakes. In the darkness of that day, an incredible meteor shower occurs. There will be tsunamis on every coast. The harsh reality is that many watching this video will not survive it. In fact, the closeness of Elenin will exert a gravitational force 100 times greater than the Japanese earthquake for a period of 6 weeks. Elenin represents the beginning of the 7-year tribulation period. A time of death and destruction unlike the world has never seen. Are you ready? There is only one way to survive it, only one way to be protected. Call out to the one who created us and ask his forgiveness. Jesus, I know that I've sinned. Please forgive me and come into my heart. That's the only way you can be sure of being protected during that time. And if you've said that prayer, you'll be going to heaven. Jesus, I know that I've sinned. Please forgive me and come into my heart. and I am with you always, even unto the end of the world.